Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Sunday afternoon to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. Today we are in game 4 and it could be our final first round game if we win this one. If Utah wins, we get another game, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be in Minneapolis if that situation does happen. So we're going to be at the Talking Stick Arena in Salt Lake City, Utah, Utah State Capitol. So we'll see you guys at tip-off. So here we are at the Vivint Smart Home Arena in Salt Lake City, Utah. The Jazz are wearing those famous city uniform jerseys, which I kind of like. So Mike Conley has possession of the basketball. He's going to pass it to Boban Bovanovic, and that's going to be 2 points for the Minnesota Timberwolves, for the Utah Jazz. So D'Angelo Russell steps back. He's going to make a 3 to begin this one. So it's now going to be 3-2. So Donovan Mitchell has possession of the basketball. So Malik Beasley picks up the steal, and he gets to dunk this one in, and it's going to be 5-2 here in the Vivint Smart Home Arena in Salt Lake City. So near the Great Salt Lake. So Rudy Gobert passes this one to Donovan Mitchell. So Donovan Mitchell dunks that in. So Anthony Edwards, he was drafted number 1 last November, the 18th in the draft. So Jared Vanderbilt picks up that offensive rebound. I'm going to pass this to Karl Anthony Towns. He will score his first 2 points of the game. So it's now 7-4 here at the Vivint Smart Home Arena. So Mike Conley loses possession of the basketball. Karl Anthony Towns makes the steal. So he has 3.7 steals per game in this series. So he's leading the NBA in postseason steals. So Karl Anthony Towns, he's going to make another dunk. So it's now 11-4 here in Salt Lake City, Utah. So Donovan Mitchell, he has possession. He's going to pass it to Mike Conley. So we're going to use some defense here. So we got to use hands in this one. So Donovan Mitchell, he shoots this one in. That's a mid-range shot. So it's going to be an 11-6 lead here for the TWolves. So I'm going to pass this to D'Angelo Russell. He's going to fire this one from behind the arc. We're going to take a 30-second break. All right, it's now 17-8. We just got back from the break. So D'Angelo Russell passes this one off to Malik Beasley, and he gets that in for 2. Utah does take a timeout. All right, Donovan Mitchell passes it to Boban Bovanovic, so he shoots that in for 3. And we have possession of the basketball. So we got some Ricky Rubio. He's going to shoot this one in for 2. So it's now going to be 21-11. So we're 90% in field goals while the Jazz are 100%. So Donovan Mitchell, he's going to shoot that in. So it's going to be 21-13. So Rubio, he's going to pass this one off to Josh Okogie. And Okogie, he's going to make that splash for the Minnesota T-Wolves, 23-13. 35 seconds left are remaining in the first quarter. Clarkson has possession, so he's trying to figure out where to shoot it from. And he actually makes that in, so 22.5 seconds left in this first quarter. Josh Okogie has possession of the basketball, and he's going to make that in for 2 points. We'll see you guys in the second quarter. Alright, beginning of the second quarter, had the Vivint Smart Home Arena in Salt Lake City. So Rubio, he's going to drive this one in. Jaden McDaniels picks up that offensive rebound as Rubio missed that shot. So he gets that in. So it's now 29-18. Donovan Mitchell has possession, and then he lost possession of the basketball. So Donovan Mitchell's going to pass this one off to Derek Favors and then to Isovola, and then he drives that in. So it's now a 9-point lead here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. So He's going to pass this off to Karl Anthony Towns. So Karl Anthony Towns, he's going to dunk that in. But there is a charging foul, so he will not get the points for that. So he ran into a player. I never knew there was such a penalty like that. And he would have got the points if he didn't knock that player down. That would have been something else. So Karl Anthony Towns has possession of the basketball, so he is going to get that in for 2 points. So it's now 31-23. 8 points for Karl Anthony Towns, 4 for 4 for field goals. So he's not off to a bad start. I mean, he's about to get his 10th point here. So Karl Anthony Towns makes the dunk. So it's now 33-23. So the Jazz are trying to catch up. They want to get their first win of the first round. But if they don't win a game here, which they may or may not, they do not get to advance, and the Timberwolves take a timeout. All right, we're going to play some offense here. So we got Ricky Rubio. He's going to pass this off to Josh Okogie. So Okogie has possession. He's going to shoot that one in for 2. So it's now 35-23. So we're leading this by 12 points in this one. But you may never know. The Jazz could come back with Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. So Joe Ingles has possession of the basketball. He's going to pass it to Bogdanovic. And he's going to pass that one to Joe Ingles. He flies that one in for 3. So it's now 35-26. So we got some Anthony Edwards in some action. So Edwards, he's going to make this one in. So that's going to count. So it's now 37-26. So we're 89% in field goals. Jazz are 92. So they know how to make their field goals consistent in this matchup. So TWolves are leading this by 13 points. So they don't want to screw around. They do want to advance that first round, but the Jazz, they want to stop them after having a 3-game losing streak. And Bogdanovic, he's going to make that in for 3. So it's going to count. And we're going to use some Josh Okogie. So Okogie, he's going to lose the ball. He's going to pass that one to Joe Ingles. So Ingles, he's going to make that in. So it's now 39-31. So we're leading this by 8 points in this one. So Josh Okogie, he's going to pass this one to Jaden McDaniels. He gets blocked. Malik Beasley does pick up that offensive rebound. So it's now 41-31. So Rudy Gobert's going to pass this one off to Mike Conley. And Malik Beasley, he is going to get this one in. There is a foul. It's on Mike Conley, a shooting foul, as a matter of fact. And this will now be a 44-31 lead. So Malik Beasley, he's going to make this one splash, and it's now 44-31. So Bogdanovic, he's going to pass that one off to Joe Ingles. So Jalen Howell, he's going to pass this one to Naz Reid and then to Jared Vanderbilt. So Vanderbilt, he's going to make that splash for 2. So we'll see you guys in the second half. All right, now Donovan Mitchell has 14 points, 6 for 7. He's played already 6 minutes in this. So I'm going to do some decent passing. I'm going to use some Jared Vanderbilt. So Vanderbilt had a very early release there, but he made it in a little too early. But, I mean, it wasn't as wide as we expected. So Mike Conley has the ball, who is not related to current Jacksonville Jaguars wide receiver Mike Conley. So it's now 54-38 here in Salt Lake City. So Conley has possession of the basketball. So he's going to pass this one off to Mitch. So he's going to make that in. So it's going to count. So D'Angelo Russell, he's going to pass this one off to Malik Beasley. And Beasley drives that in for 2 points. So it's now 56-41. And Mike Conley has possession of the basketball. and Donovan Mitchell shoots that in from 2. Timberwolves do take a timeout. Alright, now D'Angelo Russell has the basketball. He's going to pass this off to Karl Anthony Towns. And Karl Anthony Towns, he's going to make that in. He's going to count it in for 2 points. So it's now a 15-point lead for the Timberwolves. So they might win this game. There is no... If they win it, there will be no... Tomorrow, there will be not even a Game 5. But who knows? Utah might come back and win this one. And then there'll be a Game 5. So Karl Anthony Towns is going to make that splash for the TWolves. And it's now 60-46. Karl Anthony Towns with 14 points. And Donovan Mitchell with 19 points on the day. So Jordan Clarkson has possession of the basketball. He's going to shoot that. He's going to actually lay it in for 12 points. So I'm going to pass this off to Karl Anthony Towns. And Karl Anthony Towns, he's going to actually try to score that. But Donovan Mitchell, he actually gets a foul. And Karl Anthony Towns, he's going to make that, and it's going to count. So it's now 62-48. So it's 153 left in the third. Jordan Clarkson, he has possession of the basketball. And he's going to pass this one off to Donovan Mitchell, and then to Derek Favors, then to Niang. So he's going to pass this one. It is blocked, and the T-Wolves do claim that rebound. So I'm going to use some Karl Anthony Towns. Some good ball movement. Edwards picks it back up, and Karl Anthony Towns, he makes that in for 2 points. So it's now 64-48. Jordan Clarkson has possession of the basketball, and Clarkson actually loses possession. Karl Anthony Towns picks it back up, and he makes that in. So it's now 66-48 with 1:05 to go. In the third, Donovan Mitchell has possession. He's going to pass it to Clarkson. Beasley passes it to Anthony Towns, and Karl Anthony Towns makes that in. So it's now 68-48. So it's 50 seconds left. And Derek Favors, he has possession. So he's going to dunk that in. So it's now 68-50 lead. And Karl Anthony Towns has possession of the basketball. And it's a foul. It's on Derek Favors, but we'll get to go to the free throw line. And he actually does get his 23rd point of the game. So we still have possession of the basketball. It's now 70-50, 120 points combined. Donovan Mitchell, he wants to step up. He's going to try to use some threes here. And Ingles, he's going to pass it to Gobert from France, who just won silver recently. I mean, he just won his first Olympic medal. He's competed in the Olympics variant of times, but never won an Olympic medal. But this year, this past Olympics, Tokyo 2020, I know it's 2021, but they had to push it back because of COVID restrictions. So if you wanted to go to Japan, U.S. citizens had to quarantine for 96 hours and had to have 2 negative tests. So Karl Anthony Towns, he shoots this one, and we'll see you guys in the fourth quarter. Alright, now it is going to be 75-54 in the fourth. Boban Bogdanovic, he looks in front of the crowd and he makes a 3 to impress them. So Ricky Rubio has possession of the basketball, so he's going to fly high. But Boban gets a foul, so this means Ricky Rubio gets to go to the free throw line once at it again. So he makes his first one, and will he make the second one count? The answer is a yes, sirree. I will take a break. We'll see you guys when it's to the 1:30 or 1:45. All right, now Karl Anthony Towns passes it to Ricky Rubio, and he passes it back to Karl Anthony Towns. So Karl Anthony Towns, he makes that one in. So it's now 84-67. 31 points for Karl Anthony Towns, not from mid-range. I mean, he's been an all-around player in this playoffs, so it's now 84-67. That was a decent block, but then Utah picked it back up and they would eventually score. So 127 to go, and the T-Wolves have a likelihood of winning this game. They're sending the Utah Jazz home, and the Jazz will not advance. And Minnesota will, because the T-Wolves, they put a lot of effort into this. So Karl Anthony Towns, he gets blocked there. So Joe Ingles, he's going to pass this one to Mike Conley, and he's going to make that one count. So it's now 84-71. And I'm going to pass this to Karl Anthony Towns there. Great ball movement by this Minnesota Timberwolves offense. And it's now 86-71. So Jordan Clarkson has possession of the basketball, and Karl Anthony Towns picks it up, so he's going to get that in. He actually missed it, so Joe Ingles, he's going to pass it to Boban. He gets that in, so it's now 86-73. And Rubio, he's going to pass it to Hernan Gomez, and then Karl Anthony Towns, he's going to make a nice spin move. All right, now Joe Ingles, he's going to shoot it in from the corner. So it's now 88-76. So clock's winding down pretty fast. So I'm going to use some Jaden McDaniels. So McDaniels, he's going to shoot this one from behind the arc. So that's a 15-point lead. So the Jazz, within 22.5 seconds, they're not going to win it. So this means that the Minnesota Timberwolves will be winning this game, so they're sending the Utah Jazz home. And Karl Anthony Towns passes it to Rubio, passes it back to Karl Anthony Towns. And will he actually make this one? The answer is no. And we win this one by 13, so the T-Wolves get to advance on to the playoffs. That was a great sweep in 4 games. So the Minnesota Timberwolves do get to advance. So we swept the Utah Jazz first round. So the first round always tends to be easy for this, and we made it happen today. Karl Anthony Towns, 35 points, 6 steals on the day, 4 dunks, by the way. D'Angelo Russell, 11 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 1 steal on the day. Malik Beasley, 11 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 offensive rebounds, by the way, and a dunk. Josh Okogie at 8 points in all. And Jaden McDaniels, he did pick up an offensive rebound with 7 points and 7 points in all. So Donovan Mitchell, 23 points, 3 assists on the day, 1 dunk. Bojan Bogdanovic had 12 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 steal on the day. Mike Conley had 10 points, 7 assists, 1 steal. Jordan Clarkson had 9 points in all, 1 assist, and no dunks on the day for him. So Gobert, 4 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists, and 2 dunks. So that wraps it up. We'll see you guys in the next round, which will be episode 5. Timberwolves get to advance. Yay.